It's Tuesday, not Monday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. We're back. It's Dia Wrestling. We're here to talk about Raw. We're here to talk about Penta. But first,
Penta. Penta.
but first,
Zero.
Andrew,
Yo.
Sierra Romero. Um, question for you:
Sure.
Dodgers, Padres, or Blue Jays? Where does Roki Sasaki land?
Want me to give you the fan answer or the actual answer?
I mean, the legitimate. My gut's telling me he's an LA Dodger.
Here you go. Dodgers, Padres. No chance in hell he's going to Toronto.
If I want to be a fanboy, he's coming to Toronto.
They can't even sign Vladimir Guerrero. What makes you think they're going to sign him?
Because he's a cheap international free agent. That's the thing. Under the very quick, under the international player pool rules and stuff that they have,
Yep.
he can only make a certain amount, and it's like literally like 3 million or something like that. So every team is going to offer this to him, but
Yep.
he can literally pick and choose who. And that just kind of makes you think the Angels had Shohei Ohtani for 3 or 4 years for $3 million.
Yeah, then he left and won a World Series. He went to the other side
Then
of
he
LA. World Series.
then he left and won a World Series
Yep.
when he could have been a Blue Jay. And
Oh,
we all thought for about 24 hours he was a Blue Jay.
I'm not gonna get into Ross Atkins how I feel about that guy right now, but let's get into wrestling. This is
Right.
DA Wrestling. I'm Andrew. That's Doug. Let's get at it. On today's show, Penta finally makes his debut, the worst kept secret of the planet.
To the point that they leaked that, or they didn't even leak. They announced his merch was on sale, like literally like 4 hours before Raw started.
Priest is finally done the Judgment Day.
Hopefully,
finally. Drew and Seth are going to join Punk in the Rumble. You know it's going to be a three. All three of those guys fall at the exact same time out, right?
So,
and really, just women's champ.
My initial thought on that last thing is this is the most star-studded Rumble since 2017.
Yep.
When we had like Goldberg, Lesnar, Undertaker, Roman.
Yep. So let's get started on this. You good?
Yeah. You want to just jump into Penta?
Let's just jump into the Penta debut. The Zero Ramiro.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie to you. It's cool seeing him there. I thought he was great. Cole should kind of not say he's the second best luchador, considering the fact that they build him as the best luchador.
He's the best luchador on the planet right now.
I think his brother would have something to say about that.
I would still take Penta over Ray.
Fair enough.
And I'm not talking Mysterio. I'm talking Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
But the reason why Michael Cole said like the second best luchador is obviously like they're not gonna put him over Rey Mysterio.
No.
But I mean, we got a random Lucha Underground reference.
Yep, we did. You got CMLL as well at Triple A.
As well as the mention of the only world title that Penta's ever won.
Yep.
Which is the TNA heavyweight title.
Yeah. And I think that's
a very weird situation.
I thought it was a fantastic match. A good person to put up with Chad Gable.
Great showcase.
Yeah. Really good. I loved what he said after. Like, it's almost like you could tell he was happy to not be in AEW anymore. He was happy to be in WWE. That's where he seems like he's wanted to be the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, the lunatic that was used to be in charge probably never would have signed him, but or would have put him in something stupid.
I mean, so here's the thing. I caught on to Penta for that TNA heavyweight title. Here's the thing. That TNA heavyweight title reign lasted literally one day.
Still
He
title
won
reign.
it. He won it at Slammiversary
Yep.
in his debut match.
Yep.
It was a triple threat.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, it was a triple threat.
Yep.
John Morrison and Austin Aries were in the match. I could be
Austin
wrong.
Aries. Enough said.
Austin Aries. We should do a deep dive on him one day.
We should do a dog tag because he was very talented until he just screwed himself.
Well, that's the thing.
He literally bombed himself.
Character assassination. But
But at the time, he was one of the best on the planet.
so Penta comes in for this match with TNA for the
Yep.
heavyweight title, pins Morrison,
Yeah.
wins the TNA heavyweight title, but then they had a set of Impact tapings the next day,
Okay.
and he lost it on those tapings. I think officially his reign was like 2 weeks,
Oh,
and I think I don't remember who he lost it
wasn't
to.
Ray's worse though? Rey Mysterio when he lost, like when he won the title, then they joined the titles together against Cena on Monday Night Raw. Then Punk came back. Wasn't it like shorter?
Oh,
Like literally 24 hours.
so that was in the wake of Money in the Bank 2011
Yeah.
when Punk walked out
Yeah.
with the WWE title. They held a tournament that
Yeah.
lasted
Remember that?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Ray beat Miz in the opening match to
Yep.
win the WWE title.
Yep.
2 hours later, had the main event against John Cena for the WWE title,
Yeah.
loses the WWE title to John Cena, only for the real WWE champion CM Punk to come back to Cult of Personality.
I remember
That was the
that.
first. That was the first time he used Cult of Personality.
I
And
was
actually,
so moved for that.
funny enough, I actually remember that happened, and I immediately called my dad,
Oh yeah.
uh, who was working dispatch at a taxi company in Mississauga at the time.
Yeah.
But I would usually call him after Raw and just talk about it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of like our thing. But yeah, I remember that one pretty vividly.
Yeah. So what? Good. Looking forward to see what they do with Penta here. I you know the Rey Mysterio match is gonna come up.
They're gonna strap a rocket to Penta's ass.
Yeah. Like I think he's gonna. I said maybe I think I said before in his show here. There's gonna be guys that replace Ray at some point.
You're
Maybe
never
they
gonna
find a guy.
replace Ray.
No, I mean I shouldn't say replace. Replace probably isn't the right word to use here. It's probably more or less take over for
Then
Ray.
the next Mexican superstar.
Yeah, I mean you have Andrade there, who's great. I love
To be
Andrade.
fair, they've tried this over the years with guys like Alberto Del Rio and
Well,
Andrade was spoken of at one point.
still is highly touted. He still is
Right.
recommended.
But I think in terms of the marketability of a Penta
Yeah, Penta, you definitely have a cheat. I can market it better too. The masks
with
alone.
with the mass, the just the look, the presentation
Yep.
of a Penta.
Yep.
Although to be fair, I heard someone call him a La Parka looking ass.
Yep. I heard that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um.
drop your La Parka looking ass or something like that.
Yeah, they should probably not say that because I wouldn't. The Parker or never
La
mind.
Parka was don't no. We're not gonna get it twisted here.
No, I'm not
The
saying anything
W
about.
the WCW La Parka, yes, I can agree.
Yeah,
But AAA La Parka, dude's a fucking lunatic.
two different types of La Parkas. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I thought it was a great match with Chad Gable. I like the result. I like what he said after. Um,
Oh yeah, very grateful.
yeah, very grateful.
I've seen the translated promo too.
Yeah, I'm
It was, yeah. Go ahead.
looking forward to when his brother shows up too. That's gonna be interesting.
So really quickly before we get off the Penta topic,
Yeah.
WWE on X they posted this morning. Who is a dream match you would want to see with Penta? Give me two guys you want to see Penta work with.
Honestly, I hold on. Did it already happen? Okay, before I give everyone an answer here, did it already happen in did AEW? I can't remember. Was it? Did Punk ever wrestle Penta already?
Mm,
Was it in AEW? I'm trying to figure it out,
I will look it up.
but not. You know what? I don't. I think. Let's see. Off the top of my head right now, Sami Zayn would be great with Penta. And you know what? I'll Seth Rollins.
So he actually wrestled Punk on the April 13th, 2022 edition of Dynamite.
Oh, I did. Yeah, that's why I didn't really want to say Punk.
And Wrestling Observer gave it 3 3/4 stars. On Cage Match, it is rated a 7.09.
So I didn't want to say Punk. I figured he did wrestle him already. But I'm gonna say
So,
Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn would be fantastic.
so my two picks are Braun Breaker
Okay, he'd sell the hell
and
out of it. He'd sell the hell out of it.
Breaker would sell for days for him.
Yeah.
Um, and oh fuck, like there's so many guys on Raw that he can. Him and Balor,
Okay, it's a good choice.
Penta Balor would just fucking tear the house down.
Does he let Balor do like whatever he wanted? Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Finn Balor, David Priest and Finn Balor had a fantastic match that all like tricked a lot of people to think it was over, and then it wasn't.
Oh, the stretcher job.
Yeah, like the stretcher job. Like the way it looked was that it was over. Like call stop, and then Priest out of nowhere goes and beats up a man in a stretcher.
Listen, you
Just
know what
really
that
hate
tells
the
me?
guy.
Because I just saw the clip earlier today.
Yep.
Bad Bunny is a tougher man than Finn Balor. Bad Bunny took that exact same broken arrow
Yep.
off a scaffolding, through a couple of tables.
Wasn't it also against Priest in Puerto Rico?
It was against Priest in Puerto Rico.
I thought.
Bad Bunny took that exact same spot as Balor did. And Bad Bunny just got up. Balor needed to be stretchered off
Well, I think they're just playing the crowd on that one, but
for dramatic effect.
gosh, it makes Priest look like a real piece of crap. You beat a
Oh,
guy in a stretcher
oh, please. How many times have we seen heels do the same
100
shit?
times.
Okay, look. In 2003, I watched The Big Show pick up Rey Mysterio.
Oh, I remember that swinging against the thing. Didn't Brock also do that?
No.
Brock might have did
Oh,
that too.
yeah, he did that to Brian Kendrick
Yeah.
or Zach Gowen, one of the two.
Oh yeah.
That's a name you probably haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah. The one-legged man in an ass
He's
kicking contest.
Listen. It gets even funnier when you realize John Laurinaitis signed the wrong one-legged wrestler.
Yeah, well. Well, I think John Laurinaitis has done that. He probably shouldn't say anything. Yeah,
No comment.
no comment on that. Allegedly.
But yeah, so uh, I mean, Priest goes over. Balor and the Judgment Day have been putting the screws to Damien since SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over. I'm glad the whole thing with Rhea's over as well. They made kind of mention of that at last night on Raw. Um, although it looks like Dom Dom might be having a little problems with the blonde. So we'll find out though.
I'm telling you, the way Finn's been acting the last month or so.
Yep.
Now, without any consequence of like Rhea or Damien or whatever, we're going to see the official implosion of the Judgment Day.
Which at this
I
point
think
too is probably fine. I don't find the Judgment Day right now is like I don't like other than I don't really take him seriously as a threat anymore. I just don't.
you've essentially killed the Judgment Day.
Yeah, like I don't take him as a threat. I don't take him for a threat in like months.
But that's the thing. You killed the Judgment Day when you took away their two biggest threats, which was the two original members
Yeah,
of the Judgment Day,
yeah. It's kind of just like a crappy version of NWO now.
Rhea and Damien
Yeah,
were the heart and soul of the Judgment Day.
yep,
Whatever this iteration is, was kind of good to finish that story arc where um, Rhea and Damien eventually get their revenge.
yep.
But now you can just blow the thing up, have everybody go their separate ways. I mean, you can even keep Dom and Liv as a pairing.
Yeah, they're really
You
wrong with
could
that. You give
you
Dom
could
a good singles run.
you could even
Let him win the IC title.
exactly,
Sure,
right?
that'll piss off a lot of people.
You could have JD and Carlito have a tag team, have Finn go off on a solo run for the first
You
time in
have
forever.
have Finn go for that world title without the Judgment Day. Let him just do Balor Club, like Balor, like the Prince Devitt in like NXT, that version.
Prince. You want Prince.
Yeah, I want the Prince Devitt version, but in
Yeah.
NXT's version because that was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, give me 2019.
Yeah,
Give me 2019 NXT Finn Balor.
yeah, I'd be okay with it. Completely okay with it. Have a
Um,
towel on him. Have yourself a good old day. Speaking of having a good
ready to
old
move
day,
on?
guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe down below here. Hey, small click to you. It's a big click for us. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us too, and all the videos and likes that you guys see, you guys. We appreciate it all. Thank you very much. But let's get on to the three men who are probably going to eliminate all each other at the exact same time at the Rumble. CM Punk opened the show. I think it was quickly interrupted by, well, after a little bit, interrupted by Seth, which in turn brought Drew out, and Drew just crapped on CM Punk. It's not always about you. I'm talking to Seth.
I really like I've been seeing a lot of chat from people that want to see like Owens, McIntyre, and Rollins team up against the bloodline, like the OG bloodline. Um, because all of them have justified reasons to hate the bloodline and Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, Drew's probably got the biggest one. Well, yeah.
No, no. The one who has the biggest grief with them, the biggest gripe, is Kevin Owens. The bloodline spent 4 years trying to kill the man.
Oh, fairness. As much as I love Kevin Owens, he was bringing it on himself.
Well, no one else would stand up to them.
Cody did. Then he betrayed Cody. Then Cody betrayed him.
By teaming with.
Yeah.
By the way, I did see that kind of clip on SmackDown where Heyman told Cody that Roman wants the title back.
You know, when you look at this, it's okay. It's really hard to say for the Rumble right now, especially with those three guys who are in it now, who your final four is going to be.
Fuck, who knows?
Like, it's, I mean, now, on top of that, too, you have Penta. Okay. Now, oh, I know Penta's not going to be in the final four, but Penta's going to be in that match, too. You know what else, though, too? I said this on on the SmackDown show,
Yeah.
right? The little news video I did. We did. Check it out in the comment thing below. There's a good possibility now, if it is possible that it is happening, that Aleister Black returns at the Rumble. The possibility this is going to be a massive Rumble.
Let me stop
Sure.
right there. Again, I saw this discourse again.
Yeah.
I thought we cleared this up 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I thought that Black clarified this 2 months ago that he wasn't going anywhere.
Oh, apparently he is.
Right. And I'm reading the same shit as you,
Yeah.
but again, I'm waiting to hear from Black.
I think, hold on. Nobody, Black never said he was going to AEW and he just showed up.
No, but he did get relieved. Like
It was
he was
supposed to be a
part.
90-day. It turned out to be a 30.
Well, again, I remember the video he put out after the last time that kind of we
Oh, I
went
remember.
through this,
I remember the video too. Yeah, I remember it like 2 months ago. Yeah, I remember it completely.
and again he said at the end of it, like, unless you hear it from me, don't read too much into it.
We'll watch the
So,
Rumble and find out.
so I'm waiting to hear from him. And if he's coming back, great. That's another guy for the mid card.
Oh, I throw Black somewhere else.
I
Nah.
would love to put Black in the main event, but that main event scene right now is so loaded.
SmackDown
Where
wise, you
you?
could. SmackDown, you did.
Well, you can put him
You
on
put on
Smack.
SmackDown.
You can put him on SmackDown for
Yeah,
sure.
put on SmackDown. Uh, but those two guys, Punk, Drew, and Seth, I think are going to limit each other in some way, shape, or form.
Actually, you want to know the funniest thing that's going to happen?
Yeah,
Is the three of them are all going to get like tied up near the ropes, and Roman's going to eliminate all three of them.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that. 100%.
Yeah, Roman's going to eliminate all three of them.
Yeah. There's a lot. Like this Rumble is going to be very interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on
This
in this Rumble
this
match.
rumble, this
I have
rumble
I did
has
see
the
a rumor.
chance.
I did see a rumor too that I know I'm not saying it's going to happen because it's
Hit me.
now that things are somewhat over for Vinny. There is talk that possibly Brock might return. I don't know if that's going
No,
to happen,
by the way,
but that's a
it's
wild
not.
card you
It's
can
not.
throw in
It's
there.
not that. It's not that things are over. They
It's not
he
really
was
over.
he was talking about the SEC
Yeah,
investigation. He
that's
wasn't
over.
talking about the Janelle Grant
No.
lawsuit. That's two completely different issues, and the way that he phrased that statement
You
a
never
few
know.
days ago over the weekend,
Yeah,
the way that he phrased that statement is very misleading, and I
never
don't like it.
know. You never know.
I get it, but I what I was trying to say was this Royal Rumble has the chance to be the biggest storytelling device that they can use to set up literally the rest of the year of programs.
It almost looked certainly that. See, I said CM Punk was probably the guy that wins it, even with John Cena there, because you can always put Cena having getting there to the Elimination Chamber in Toronto. But now with Drew in there and Seth in there, I don't see Punk even getting out of that thing. I barely see Punk in the final four.
So who's all declared so far? Roman,
So you have Roman, Drew, Seth, Punk, LA
Cena,
Knight, prob
Jey Uso,
Jay Uso's in it,
John Cena.
John Cena, obviously.
Is that it so far?
So
I
far, the
mean, to
ones
be
that declared the most. That could be your final seven.
fuck, just those names there is like,
Yeah.
who the fuck do you take, really?
Well, that's just it. Should be interesting to see. Um, but hey, joyous things not to worry about. We have a new women's IC champion. The first time this has ever happened in the WWE. A women's IC champion. It came down to Tyra Valkyria as well as Dakota Kai. I'm not gonna lie to you, Doug. I'm not gonna lie to you at all, and the viewers at home either. I was a little upset it wasn't Dakota Kai. I'm
You wanted
okay with the,
Dakota
the
Kai.
result. I'm okay with the result. I'm not upset by it, but I was a little surprised. I was a little bit that it should have been Dakota Kai, in my opinion. That's
So
just my opinion.
so actually I think that it made sense it being Lyra because you can come back to Dakota.
I'm not saying it doesn't make. I'm not saying
This
from
but
a fan
no,
point
no,
of view.
I'm saying okay, this is kind of like old school Triple H booking, like
Yeah,
NXT Triple H booking,
yeah,
because if you remember him booking the Four Horsewomen,
oh yeah,
okay, Bailey's first shot at the NXT Women's title, she come up short.
yep,
Becky's first, she came up short.
yep,
Hell, even Sasha's first, she came up short.
yeah,
All three of them tried, and they
yep,
came up short.
yeah,
But eventually, they all got their win. Well, actually, Becky never actually won the NXT title, so she was already on the main roster,
yeah.
which was only a couple years ago. But I digress. Or was that last year? Has time just like slipping away from me?
Becky, I don't think ever won the NXT title at all.
Becky Lynch was totally NXT Women's Champion.
Let me take a look at it right now.
Didn't Lyra beat her for it?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was NXT champion. Yes, but
Okay,
she
thank
didn't. But she didn't win it in the beginning. She had to come back to NXT, win it, come back after she was already big time Bex, and then lost.
okay,
And Lyra beat her.
okay.
That was
I
like 2 years
wasn't
ago.
tripping. Okay, okay, I wasn't tripping.
No, that was a year ago because we were already doing the show.
Fuck.
Year and a half ago,
Really?
something like that. Yeah,
Okay. So like we talking like fall of 23?
yeah,
Okay. That makes sense.
yeah.
Anyways, look, it brings me back to like so when you think about it, Lyra Valkyria has not really been much of a player since the Queen of the Ring tournament.
No, she hasn't really done much at all.
Exactly. She's kind of been in the background.
Yep,
She was helping Carter and Chance against PFC.
yep,
But outside of that, she's kind of been just doing the speed thing.
yeah.
Um,
You ever watch Speed? I never get a chance to watch it.
I watched a few of the initial tournament matches,
Yep.
like the one Ricochet was in.
How do you feel as heel turn right now?
I think he's obnoxious, but
Kind
it's
of good for her,
whatever.
actually.
He's pretty good at it.
Yeah,
He's pretty good at playing a dickish type
think.
person, and I
I think is good. Think's a good word.
and it's gonna be
I can think of
like,
other ones.
listen, let's be real. He's gonna fucking tear the house down with Swerve when they get there.
Yeah,
I mean, what's their next biggest show? I know we're kind of getting off track. What's
Revolution.
their next Revolution? And that's not till March,
Yeah,
right? So you're not gonna wait 3 months to do that, are you? 2 months? No, you got to do that on Dynamite in the next little while.
it probably will.
Um,
But anyway,
I mean,
back to Lyra.
yeah, yeah. So, anyways, I think that this was the right move,
Yeah,
because you can build momentum for Dakota to come back for the rematch.
I think I
And
think
I
it.
think Lyra's more established as a star.
I think this. I think they're going to revisit this match.
Absolutely.
It's a brand.
That's essentially what I just said.
It's a brand new title.
Hmm.
They're going to want to feature a lot. If I think they're going to feature at Mania, and that might be where Dakota probably wins it.
That'd be all right. And I think,
You know,
pardon me, but I think that having like kind of a workhorse like a Lyra Valkyria.
Well, that title is a
Um,
workhorse title. It's considered a workhorse title, so you have to have her defending it almost every week.
I think you'll see her defend it like every other week
No,
against like everyone imaginable.
yeah.
I'm just waiting for
For what?
I'm just waiting for Natalia's title run against Mommy at some point this year. I'm not holding my breath, but you'd think it's about time, right? When's the last time Natalia was fucking women's champion? I feel they'll give her like the loyalty push. You know, you've been here forever. Here's the title.
I'll be okay with it, but I want somebody to cash in on her right away.
So here's what I propose.
Ah, here we go.
We have Natalia win the women's title at Money in the Bank. And then whoever wins women's Money in the Bank just immediately cashes in on her.
It's a great idea. Love to see it.
Speaking of that, how you feeling? How you feeling of new women's champion Tiffany Stratton?
Great. I said it actually on the show on Friday. I'm very happy with Tiffany Stratton. Her fan reaction right now is fantastic.
I
Right.
told you it would happen.
But she's also like I even stayed on the show too on SmackDown was that it's almost like in between. She's trying to be the heel, but a lot of people are cheering her. You know?
Well, she's organically getting over
Yeah.
because she's been bullied by Nia all summer.
I think a lot of people just don't like Nia either, so I think that's also part of it.
Well, that too, but like I think, and again, like I guess Naya's kind of stepping up to mommy. Is that what I understand?
Maybe yes, maybe no. We'll find out some more. I might, yeah.
Like I know
Well,
they had a little segment.
I'll be honest. I don't want to see. Look, okay.
They had a good match at Elimination Chamber
Yeah,
last year.
last year in
What do you
Australia,
What do you mean?
in
Like, yeah,
Australia,
last year.
in
Like,
Australia.
it's only been a year, and
I want to see
Naya's
it
only
again.
gotten better.
I want to see it again.
I will.
That's fine. Just saying, I don't want to see it again. But I'd be. I'd rather see. I'd rather see the Rhea versus Bianca match.
We'll get that eventually. Any word on Jade coming back?
No, but I'm guessing she's gonna come back at the Rumble
I think so too.
because we have at the either the women's match because we haven't talked about that yet. The Rumble there because we talked about the men's a lot because that was the women's one's just as hard to pick
Stacked.
because you're gonna have probably returning Cargill, a returning Becky,
Possibly a returning Charlotte.
more than likely,
Possibly a returning Asuka.
yeah, and as I mentioned on Friday's show, depending on how that match goes with Tessa Blanchard and TNA, you might have a possibly new signee of Jordan Grace because I don't know when her
I think whether she's signed or not, I think we will see Jordan Grace in the Rumble again.
yeah because I don't think
I could see a few TNA knockouts
well
in the Rumble.
yeah
Maybe
Ash
even
by
Tessa
Elegance.
Blanchard herself.
Let's not go too far yet with that one. There's a lot of controversy with Tessa Blanchard. She's a
I
phenomenal
under
wrestler,
I understand that. And
but
listen,
there's a lot of crap.
by the way, like you want to talk about her ability in the ring, like TNA made her the TNA heavyweight
I know
champion.
the only women to ever do it.
Right. Um I mean to be fair, she only beat Sammy Callahan for it, so it's not like
Well,
it was
Sammy
like
Callahan's had a pretty good run in
he's
TNA.
had a good run, but like he's not like Josh Alexander.
He was Solomon Crow in NXT.
I know he had some stupid hacker gimmick.
Yep.
I remember.
Yeah,
And then
that
he
was
was a trainer in NXT for a while, and
yep.
then he decided to go back to TNA.
Yep.
But anyways, no, I'm saying like fuck, you almost had me calling him Solomon Crow. Sammy Callahan is not Josh Alexander. He's not even Brian Cage.
No.
Like not that level of talent. I'm saying I'm saying like because you have that TNA WWE partnership right now, it would not shock me the slightest if Tessa Blanchard shows up in the Rumble.
You know who also might be in the Rumble? Secret TNA, Joe Henry.
Oh, that's a shoe in. We've
Yeah,
been we've been talking about that since the
yeah.
summer.
Like these Rumbles, I swear to
Joe,
God,
I would
are
almost
the
bet
most
you Joe Henry.
unpredictable to say. They're unpredictable this year. Nobody knows.
Here's how bold my prediction is going to be. Joe Hendry's going to come out number 2.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
You're gonna, yeah, you're gonna like he's gonna come out number 2.
I think number 30 would be John. Or in the middle, 15.
I still have this idea in my head that The Rock is coming.
It's a possibility. I mean, who knows yet? The Rock
Uh,
might the Rock might just show up to cost Roman. Because it might
he
come
was
down
on
to Roman
he was
versus
on
John.
He was on NXT again tonight.
Yeah. Oh, really? I haven't watched it yet. But
I
you
know.
might even have Raw. You might even have it might come down to Roman versus John, and then the Rock cost Roman.
Good.
So
Um,
so much
okay,
there.
so that covers everything we wanted to talk about on Raw, but I did want to bring up one more thing that covers Raw adjacent.
Want to talk about Karrion Cross and how hilarious he is?
Oh no, he's a treat every week. I love him. I was going to talk about Corey Graves.
Oh yes, let's talk about this Corey Graves situation here. Now this came out yesterday
Right.
on X on how he totally wasn't popular enough or famous enough. Hence why he's back in NXT. Or one of the reasons
And
why he's back in NXT.
he was going to he put out a tweet this afternoon saying he had a lot to say tonight, stay like tune in, and then he got pulled from the show. I'm hearing from like I mean guys like Sean Ross Sapp are talking about it, PW
Okay?
Insider's talking about it, like all the news sites are on this.
Yeah.
Um he apparently this heat is pretty serious.
Yeah, because he's looking at it as a demotion.
Right. I think you turn this into money and you just pull the trigger on the Corey Graves Pat McAfee match. Because I literally thought if they let Graves cut a promo tonight, that's what it was leading to.
Uh Time will tell where that goes with that. I think Corey look, I'm not a huge fan of Corey Graves. I'm also not down on the guy either. I don't he's kind of just there for me. I want to be really sure about this. He's
As a
kind of just
commentator or a wrestler?
as a commentator. He's kind of
Okay.
just there for me. All right.
All right.
Like I don't think he's fantastic. I don't think he's crap. He's just kind of like in that middle margin to me.
Yeah.
Right. Like I enjoy when he's there, but some of the stuff too, I'm kind of like I understand you're playing the heel, but there's no reason to act the way you do sometimes. Like even when Lawler did stuff like that, I kind of was like, stop.
Lawler went way too far, way too many times,
Yeah,
and it went unchecked. But anyways, um, that's something to keep an eye on.
yeah.
Um, I'm just trying to kind of I know so yeah, we don't do this too often anymore. I'm just trying to in my Rolodex here. Did you get a chance to watch that New Japan stuff I sent you?
Not yet. Been a little bit.
Okay, it's on your to-do list.
I've I, how do you do this is like a mile long right now.
So you don't want to set aside 45 minutes to watch Kenny Omega and Gabe
I
Kidd.
will at some point, probably when I'm taking a poop.
Good to know it takes 45 minutes for you to take a shit.
Sometimes I'll sit there and just read and fall asleep. Not really fall asleep, but just read.
Well, is that my cue to wrap this up?
Yeah.
On that note, thank you for listening. Go follow us Spotify, Podbean, YouTube. Uh, Andrew's got all the you got all the links down below, right?
All the links are there.
Good. You know what? I should just send you the signature I've written and that I used to put at the end of. I had it on my old computer, but I had like all the links and stuff, hyperlinks, um, that you can just add to every YouTube video. Anyways, um, until next time, that's Andrew. I'm Doug. Catch you down the road.
Keep fit and have fun.